What's up, guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Demon Souls Kita Edition! Oh yeah, all the claim, #1 rated Let's Play in all of YouTube. So many views, it's insane. Okay, whatever. So I'm gonna go to 5-1, the Depraved Chasm, Valley of Defilement. We're doing it. The humid valley is a haven for the used and forgotten. Its inhabitants, afflicted by poison and plague, await their deaths in this forsaken place, attacking those who wander in, hoping to offer their souls to the one woman who showed them compassion. Aww. It's basically the garbage dump of the world, and yeah, so let's go to the Depraved Chasm and find out a little bit more about it. I made a mistake in a way. Oh, you know what I have to do too? I was just recording footage for my upcoming lore video on Latria. That I finished writing it. I might rewrite a little bit, but for now I'm happy with it. I'll see how I think about some things. But I finished recording the voiceover. I think I have all the footage I need now, so I'm going to be editing all night and tomorrow and all that. It's just non-stop editing. And here's the problem that I always run into when I make my lore videos after recording Let's Play stuff, is that I end up thinking that I came up with stuff I wish I talked about in my Let's Play, or revising my opinions of stuff that I said during my Let's Play, and that's what happened with Latria. But that's okay, because I haven't finished Latria yet. Figured out a whole mess of things, I think, with Latria, but I will talk about them when I go to 3-3. I'll talk about it then. So, yeah, figured out what was going on with the bottom of Latria, I think, and the Fool's Idol and all that. All the stuff going on above, all of it. I'm pretty happy with myself, actually, to truth be told. Checked into, like, translations of the original game and all that, to see what was more accurate. And interestingly, I think this will be interesting in general for people. Something I was finding is the item descriptions are a little different in this game, and the dialogue's a little different. At least for the Latria-related stuff, the original Japanese actually had more accurate... Or sorry, I should say the remake is more accurate to the original Japanese than the original Demon Souls translation. So something random guy was telling me, I believe it was a random guy, I'm sorry if I screwed it up, is that if you knock bodies down, they'll actually appear in the boss area with items on them. So I'll see if I can knock any of them down, but I'm not gonna like punish myself, if that makes sense, to do it. It'll just be like, if I can get it, great. If not, that's okay too. Oh, whoops, I missed the drop. Oh wait, never mind. I'm trying to drop to get this right here. Bam! Kick down the... Oh, you know what? He just did it for us. Or did he drop to his death? Or I think he dropped on the platform. Never mind. I was gonna say, thanks, guy. Thank you so much. You did it. You did it. You did it, but he didn't. I was wrong. Yeah, so the Valley of Defilement, I think, sucks a whole lot. Oh god, oh god, oh god. I'm poisoned. If, okay, let's... Hold on a second. When you're poisoned, you actually... Is this the poison one? Noble's Lotus? I don't know. I'm going to use it just in case. Yes, it is. Good thing I already had it equipped. When you're poisoned, your grass doesn't heal you for as much. And I should be shielding up a little bit more here. The thing with the Valley of Defilement is... I forgot those guys could poison you too, honestly. But, I'm going to drop down there eventually. The thing is that really what makes this part so dangerous is there's so many guys who try to ambush you. At least for me, that's what I found causes all the danger, Will Rogers. Two notable things from this guy. He gives you a talisman, faith-based, right? Where is it? So, Talisman of God. And we get some Soldier's Lotus, which is good. The Soldier's Lotus is just good for the poison of this area, so it's a good way to warn you that there's going to be poison stuff here. But the Talisman of God is showing us that there is a church guy here, a member of the church here. So we already... I mean, we haven't really gotten too much of it, but that's going to be the theme of this area, is people from the church coming here to try to fix things or find the maiden of Astraea. Uh-huh. Are there more guys up here? Are there more? There's always someone ready to ambush you here. Let's be real. Okay, let's switch this with Crescent Grass now, so I don't have, like, the highest of upgrades. I'm fine with that. Also, I think I missed a area in Latria, like a jail cell area, but I'll go there when I go back in White World Tendency. I'm pretty sure there's, like, one jail cell area that I didn't open up. Okay. Oh, that's who's gonna do it? Alright. Fall off, fall off. Hey, hey, he's going. Alright, he might have made it to the boss chamber. A ring of magical dullness. Hey, nice. Oh, is that where I have to fall to, actually? I guess so. Ring of magical dullness. Does that have anything interesting on it for us? Crafted by Gary, known for the magical handicrafts and close acquaintance with Sage Frake the Visionary. That's about it. Oh, actually, something I found during my research that I didn't realize is there's actually some lore on demon-souls.com. The site doesn't exist anymore, but it used to be an Atlas site that promoted Demon Souls. It actually tells us a little bit more about the game, so that was interesting. Jesus Christ, I don't want to be... Alright. Made it through that. Oh, no. Never mind. One more guy. We're going to work our way back up in just a moment, but to get all the things that I missed. But, yeah, I actually have some info about Sage Frake the Visionary. So remember how in Latria I was talking about Jormungandr? Sage Frake was actually known as the Sage of Jormungandr, according to demon-souls.com, which is an official source. So, that's interesting. Some other things related to Jormungandr. I don't know anymore if I really think the old monk is Jormungandr, but and I talk about that more in my lore video, and I'll talk about that more in my Let's Play when I do 3-3. But, I mean, he could be, but I don't think so anymore based off of some other stuff I was doing in my research. Okay, where is he? Where? I hear him. There he is. You're going to find a bunch of these guys, too, just, like, hiding and laying down, and then they pop up to get you. Alright, so I think that's everything now in this spot. I'm pretty sure. So, I'll go ahead and drop down. Oh, you can drop here, too, actually, I think. I'm pretty sure that's a okay drop to do. Let's get this first. So, like, just in case, you never know. Those guys might be assholes anyways. If we go down this way, we're going to run into the filthy old lady, filthy old woman, and possibly get the plague. So, not from her. Not from her, but... Oh, okay, so here's what I was talking about. This grass area is filled with a whole bunch of these guys just ready to ambush you. So if you see grass like this, watch out. There may be some peeps lying in wait to ambush. I guess this wasn't the one that had her. What's up this way? Nothing? Okay. I know I still need to do that drop, but I'm gonna keep on working this way first. Alright, these things can when they deflate like that, that's a way to get poisoned real quick. Again, I'm gonna come back to it because there's just so many enemies in this level. Alright. So, my advice is hit it as far away as you can and then roll away because it's that pop that's going to poison you. Where did the guy... Bug just went downstairs, I think. To maybe the filthy woman's in this one. Maybe that's where she is. There it is. I think these guys actually have a drop that you might want. But, yeah. Okay, there's our filthy woman. Narrowstone. Okay. And down there's going to be the plague rats. So, I'm going to deal with them first. Let's go ahead and equip our Widow's Lotus this time. I'll be ready with it. They are very easy to kill, but watch out because they will give you that plague, yo. Okay, I already got plagued, like, real quick. Oh, there's one left. Okay. Nope. Do not want the plague. And that's it. These are the only guys you have to deal with in this specific area who will give you the plague. So other than that, just keep your Noble's Lotus ready to go. Although that's going to be really more the next area. So this right here, that gate is what that drop I missed and I didn't do is going to lead us to. So I'm going to go do that. And then we will come back and talk to her after I drop down from the top and open up another path. Which I guess you could say you could consider a shortcut maybe, but yeah. Okay, so first we'll go this way. And again, pay attention to the item here that we're going to get from this dead body. You can see that he actually looks like the guy, the Faith guy who is going to sell us items. He's wearing the exact same equipment as that follower that we found in the Nexus. And he has the Saint set, so that's where we're going to get that. I didn't realize there's an ambush behind me, so I'm glad I turned around right away and shielded up just out of habit. I find my shield to be more important in this game than like every other Souls game, honestly. Did I not go over here? How did I miss this? Oh, I guess it's just a dead body that dropped that eventually. Okay, so let me just go back up to that drop. Where is my plank? It's so scary. So scary. It's like taking a dive, you know? Taking the high dive. Well, YOL. Not YOLO, just YOL. Okay. 2 guys woke up from that. Okay. At least this item, this ephemeral eyes, points out this drop for us, so it makes it like a little more likely that you know that'll be safe. Oh, okay, I thought I was gonna... Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god! No! No, 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 no! I thought I was gonna get poisoned. I thought it was gonna be too late. Alright, crescent grass, thank you. And now we have our shortcut. Oh, hey, no, bro, no. Let me get short. Hey, so many guys. This is why this area is really rough to go to first. It's just because there's so many enemies. I do think it's good to go to though if you're trying to get the Moonlight Greatsword, which is if you're doing like an intelligence build, because then you get like a really badass sword for your intelligence build. So it's worth it for that, but otherwise, I don't know. Just go here later, like I did. All right, Blessed Mace +1. Again, just another, other faith-based weapon. Other than that, intelligence build stuff, definitely go to Latria. It's like Latria and here specifically for the Moonlight Greatsword is going to be your thing if you want to get some good starter equipment. All right, let's talk to the Filthy Woman. She's got some interesting stuff for us, actually.
You there? Won't you please buy something? My poor child is hungry.
I don't care.
You don't deserve to die, so let me give you some advice. This place buzzes with pests fattened on a diet of souls. You could do worse than keep some lotuses for protection. The price of survival can never be too high, can it? How many years has it been since that witch Astria came to this valley with that squid-headed knight?
So much disdain.
Those white robes of hers. I swear I caught her glaring at my son in disgust. Yes, it's true. She's as nasty as they come. And she's a demon to boot. Not that it surprises me.
Yeah, she hates Astria so much. So this is... We're going to hear when we go back that there's rumors about Maiden Astria. And you have to wonder if it's the Filthy Woman who's been spreading the rumors about her.
You could do worse than keep some lotuses for protect the price of survival. And she's a
Where's this sun that she always talks about? I don't know if it's in the original game or if I don't think I spotted it in the new game. But she also talks about how she used to be the apple of every man's eye in the Rotten Valley, or in this valley here, until Astria came. So it seems like it could actually be jealousy that's motivating her. She does sell Noble's Lotus if you need. But, I mean, we're definitely fine on it. I don't want anything from you, filthy woman. Although I guess you can get rotten arrows if you want. And grass jelly is your recover HP over time item here, but she's going to be mad at me.
Curses. I wasted my breath on you. Did that witch sent you to torment me?
Gosh, she's so awful. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, just such like an angry old lady. I'm just trying to take your son away from you, you know? Alright, I recommend with this guy... What the... Hey, did not remember that happened. At least someone got injured for us. So that big guy over there, I recommend having him come out to you, because there's an ambush laying in wait when you go inside there. Also right here, let's see if we can see if we go into camera mode. Oh, there, you don't even see a ladder. But a ladder will be here if you're in pure white tendency, where you can get Israel, special weapon. So that's another pure white tendency thing, specifically world tendency. Oh, hey, a bunch of guys dropped down. Starting off that ambush early, eh? No! Oh! I was getting greedy. I was like, I'm going to do another hit and be greedy. And I thought I'd be fine, but then he was about to... I thought I had a little more stamina. So I just thought I was going to get screwed for a moment there. Alright, well, at least we're good from this end of the ambush. But again, when you go in here, it's like... so much. Yeah, a bunch of these guys in here again. Some guys just everywhere. Normally those guys would pop out from behind you, and you have the big guy to deal with in here. So that's why you want to draw them out, so it's just not such an ambush. Okay. Let us go up. And deal with more of these things. Again, hit, roll back. Hit, roll back! Hit, roll back. Okay, I think I'm good. Marrowstone shards, more of those. Okay. What does Marrowstone do? I don't remember. Used to craft close-range stabbing weapons. Oh, okay, good for daggers, thrusting swords, spears, and the like. Hey, these guys like bounce off so much after they hit. Yeah! I forgot about that guy, the big guy. Biggie Smalls, totally forgot about you. Alright. Let's get greedy here. Let's get greedy. I know I say not to, but now's the time. Alright, crescent grass? Yes. I guess half moon would have been better, but hey, whatever. Okay. I thought I saw something interesting up there for a moment, but it was lies, all lies. All right, we're seeing some leeches here, so that's going to be relevant real soon. Real soon. I keep on imagining something's going to, like, ambush me, because that's just this level. Any ambush laying in wait down here? Nope, just more leeches. Okay, full moon grass, nice. Okay, so let's see. What do I'm gonna heal one more time just to be full, and let's switch to late moon just so I can be a little more cavalier about it. And I think I'm good. Let's go ahead and meet our boss. A demon who has taken a bunch of leashes and made it its body. I love it. I love the way it looks in the remake. I don't honestly remember how it looks in the original game, but like, I know a lot of things in the original game look different in a way that people like, but I can't imagine this boss specifically looking better in the original game just because it's so great seeing all the leeches crawling all over it, and the way they're animated and everything individually. I just think it looks fantastic. So he's going to try to poison you, as he just did to me. And, like, fill... Whoa. Do I need to, like, roll to get the leashes off? I guess so. Okay. I didn't realize, like, I was dying so much from him. But, like, honestly, like, he never really seems to get me. I've beaten him on my first try every time without thinking about it too much. Okay, I was trying to go to camera mode. You jerk. I wanted to look at you. And you just bashed me over the head for it. Thanks. That was not at all cool. Uh-oh. Don't know. It looks like he's sucking in leashes on himself. Okay. Okay. Did not remember that attack. Honestly, it's pretty lucky that I'm coming here later because I just don't remember how to beat him at all. Dun da 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 da. I don't feel like I deserve this victory. But this is how easy an area can be if you come to it later on. I guess that's the way to put it. So apparently there's more bodies here with items that you can pick up and stack up if they fall off. And I will say, I do remember picking up more items at the bottom here my first time on my other playthroughs, so I guess I really didn't get that many to fall off, unfortunately, because I sort of stopped paying attention to it after that first guy dropped. This item's always here as far as I'm aware, the Sucker Stone, but yeah, I definitely do remember a bunch of these dropping. I think random guys said that is like you get shards and such for a faith build, so it doesn't affect my character too much, but I'm sorry that I didn't end up showcasing it as well. I do love, though, if you look at the ground there, if you look at the bottom of the swamp, it's all filled with dead bodies. So really, you can see where the poison and plague is coming from in the Valley of Defilement. I mean, when the water source is filled to the brim with dead bodies, that is going to create plague and poison. And, you know, maybe that's the real reason here that there's so much plague in this area. I know Maiden Estraya is doing her best, but sometimes smarts are a little more important. Arsenal of the Leechmonger Demon. All that is unclean ends up in the giant swamp at the base of the Valley of Defilement. The swamp is a cesspool of putrilage, vermin, and plague. And something to note here is, okay, so we see this disgusting pool of water, right? That is just filled with dead bodies. That's obviously would be poisoning the well, so to speak. Quite literally poisoning the well. Now, if we go further into the Valley of Defilement, which I'm not really going to do this episode, I might go do some pure white stuff since this was so quick. But if we go a little bit further into the Valley of Defilement, you can, in the Swamp of Sorrow, you can see that all this stuff, all this horrible poisonous crap and gunk is just spewing into the rest of the area. Like, that's their main water source that's coming down and filling all this is filled with dead bodies and such. So, look, I'm just saying, I don't think Maiden Estraya knows what the fuck she's doing, alright? I'm saying, I know everybody loves Maiden Estraya because she's a pure heart. She's also a moron. Alright, you want to clean up the Valley Defilement and stop everyone from dying and being diseased and sick? I found your source. I found the source. It's right here. Alright, just clean up all this. You're welcome. Solver of problems right here. I got you guys. I got you, Estraya. I got you, denizens of the Valley of Defilement and Filthy Woman. Filthy Woman's right to be pissed at Estraya. What the hell is she doing? Nothing. Alright, let's see if we get some more lore. No, he's not saying anything. But we are going to get some more stuff from our Saints. And let's go find the Maiden in Black and see if I have enough for level up. Which I might have enough for 1, but we'll see. Yes. 1. Alright. Endurance is fine. I haven't done that in a while. Thank you. I appreciate it. Are you finished? Yeah, I'm finished. This vendor, he's going to be leaving soon. He leaves when we find... go to 4-2, and when we bring back Saint Urbain.
You seek the power of, you know Saint Urbain. His piety is true. His ears are tuned to the voice of God. But that faint-hearted disciple over there claims that he has fallen in a trap somewhere in the shrine. I hate to think that such misfortune could have befallen so eminent a man. I intend to leave shortly to rescue Saint Urbain. God has ordered it done, and I am his disciple. I am afraid we may not meet again.
'Tis true. He's correct.
I intend to leave. Orders already done, I am afraid.
Yep, we definitely will not meet him again. Alright, let's talk to this disciple. Okay, nothing. But maybe here we'll get a little bit talk of Maiden Nastria.
I swear that I will. He fooled me and kicked his augustness down a hole behind the altar of a shrine. But I lost my nerve and very swiftly fled the place. I swear he thought
Obviously, he's talking about patches when he says that, hyena. I guess we really didn't get much. Maybe we have to rescue Saint Urbane before they start talking about Maiden Nastria. I'm actually not sure. Alright, I'm going to go commit Sudoku. And since that was pretty quick, I guess I'll go do some pure White World stuff. Yeah. That way, if I go back to Latria, it won't be a big deal. Ah, no. And then we can talk about some Latria stuff, actually. How about that? That a good deal? We'll talk about Latria lore stuff. Do some pure white there? I think so. Alright, so let's go back to Latria. Let's go to... we're going to start at Upper Latria. Because there's a new event that has opened up, thanks to us having pure white tendency at this point. And at this point, all of my worlds are starting to get closer to white. So you can see that my first three are pure white, and Shadowmen and Chieftain are getting there. They're getting there. All right, so remember where the first chain was? That's where we have to head to. Now, let's talk about some Latria lore stuff. So, essentially, magic is what Latria was known for, as I've talked before. And something I didn't really think about too much at the time, but you see that moon just beaming down in Latria. And we know that everything magic-related has to do with the moon. Moon is a really important element to intelligence and magic. You know, the Moonlight Greatsword is a great example of that, where it's imbued with the power of the moon, and that's why it has so much magic power to it. So, and then the Moonlight Shards, Moonlight Stones, I should say. The Moonlight Stones, which imbue your weapons with magic, they draw their power from the moon. And obviously, Latria is bathed in moonlight, so yet another fun element and connection there. Moving onwards, though, to more Latria elements and connections. So let's talk about the Fool's Idol a little bit. So before I was a little confused as to the Fool's Idol and all that. So basically what I believe is going on is you get a bit of dialogue, another one I missed, where if you didn't kill the guy who keeps on reviving the Fool's Idol, you get some dialogue, and it doesn't sound like it's from the same guy to me. It sounds like it might actually be from the old monk or someone like the Queen's voice or something to that extent. I have to re-listen to it because I had my volume down when I was recording just earlier. That's actually what I was capturing, was that footage earlier, just now, for my video. But basically, he's like, you fools, ha ha ha. I'll keep on reviving over and over again, as many, forever, for this idol that you worship. Not idol that you worship, for this leader that you worship, and just kind of mocking the people of Latria for worshiping the queen, essentially. So I think that leads a little insight to how the old monk, and we know the old monk is pissed off that the queen of Latria banished him from the land, and that's really what led him to do everything that he's doing. But one of the possibilities that led me to think about is maybe what happened was he was bringing some new ideals to Latria, and the queen said no, and the people agreed with her, and that's why he got banished. So he's pissed off. He's like, oh, you all worship her so much, right? This queen, he makes them suffer for it. You need to die, son. So, anyways, I think that's part of it for sure. Is part of his revenge on it. And so he's created the Fool's Idol, and the Fool's Idol is said to be an exact replica of the Queen's image. So, and we know that the old monk killed, this is from the first Archstone, we know that the old monk killed the Queen. So, and she keeps on being revived over and over again, this fool's idol. Over and over and over again by one of his followers, or not necessarily followers, but a soul-starved person. Over and over and over again, right? Until you kill that person. And then it's like you're like mocked for like worshiping the fool's idol. So, oh, by the way, this is the staircase I was talking about, where now we can fully go. This bridge is now here, thanks to our pure white world tendency. And now we can go all the way up. Anyways, back to the fool's idol. So the fact that it's an exact replica of the queen's image makes me wonder if perhaps it is actually the queen's dead body. So we get the Prison of Hope 2F West Seliki. But yeah, it makes me wonder if it's actually the literal queen's dead body. He put a demon soul into it because we know that he loves to screw around and experiment, which also could be a reason that the queen kicked him out. It was all this like horrifying experimentation that he wanted to do once the soul arts were discovered. Which, yeah, so, and the soul arts and like Sage Frake figured out how to, so it might have been the King Allant who brought the soul arts with him, but it was Sage Frake, at least according to Sage Frake's disciple, who figured out how to utilize the souls how to utilize the soul arts and make magic out of it, so, and spells. Anyways, going on. And I could use a Stone of the Archstone, by the way, to just warp back right now if I have one. Otherwise, we have to go through the rest of the level to get out of here. Oh, I can. Huh. Maybe I should just do that. Because this is all we had to do here for the pure white tendency. You know what I can also do was a suggestion that I got, I think, from a random guy about maybe trying to shoot down that body that I wasn't sure about. So we can also try that one since I'm down here. But, all right, as I was saying, Sage Frake, at least according to his disciple, is the one who figured out how to utilize the soul arts for people. And again, he comes from Latria, so, and does stuff with, and he's part of, the Sage of Yormidar is his other name. So, all of that in mind, let's keep on talking about the Fool's Idol. So, as we know from the former royal mistress, whose actual true name is the former noble's wife. That's the correct translation, which is what the remake uses. As we know from that, as we know from the resurrection, basically she says, like, you have to be, like, people went mad and they went down and they went up here willingly from the prison where far worse things were going on. So it's like, basically, it seems like the old monk is taunting the people to worship the queen and taunting them essentially to, like, willingly go down to worship them and go up where he claims salvation is. And the queen, this false queen, is claiming salvation. Lies. So the fool's idol is there, essentially, is that, like, that test to get people to come. The reason the gargoyles bring you up, where I was kind of joking about it before, we're like, why do they bring you up? Why don't they just kill you before? What's the point? Is they're bringing you up to this area where they're going to hang you in these cages. So these cages that I went down on, the whole point of them is that's where they, like, and, like, right here too, this part, that's where they would also, like, hang and, like, take out the souls and then, like, put them in cages to get their souls out, torture them even more, and then use them for these, like, horrible creations. So that's what awaits you if you come above. And you fall for, and you're like go mad, and you fall for his fool's idol. But again, I think that's where the term fool's idol comes from. It's because it's like idolizing this queen that you shouldn't be idolizing. You have to be a fool to do it. So that's a little bit more. The thing that shoots at you, that looks like the queen as well. That's in her image. So I think the point of that, as we try this out. It's kind of like stuck there, isn't it? I'm shooting it the wrong way. It's like moving up. Okay, let's try the other way. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work, but it was a good idea. It's definitely a good idea. Okay, that's not doing anything. I can try another couple times from this side. But yeah, so the giant statue that we see Come on. That turns into shoot arrows. You know, there's like a whole... Let's use the Arstone Shard and get out of here. Let's get out of here. Arstone Shard. And this way we get to keep our souls. And now we can go do a little more pure white stuff. A little more. And now we're going to head to 3-1. But, so the giant statue that turns into the arrows that kills everyone in the lobbies, and if you roll through, it's an achievement, that whole thing. Basically, my idea is that people go willingly to worship the false idol once they go mad. And it's essentially like willingly going to worship, as we saw the worshippers of the idol, who are then taken above once they're believers and done even worse things with, to their quote-unquote salvation, which turns out to be even worse. If you're trying to actually escape, if you haven't gotten mad, and I think like if you've gone mad and you willingly go there, I think they turn it off and they bring you to worship her. And they bring you to do that. However, if you haven't gotten mad, it's automatically activated to shoot any possible people trying to escape. So I'd have to assume that maybe you tell these people right here, or you tell someone, or somehow you indicate that you are going to be, you now believe, you're a true believer, you're going to go worship the fool's idol. And that's how you can safely get across there. So essentially it's just another like prison safety measure to keep people from escaping, or dealing with the church that I believe was created by the old monk. Great point in the comments too about how it was, I think I might have talked about this yesterday, but how this was probably created 15 to 20 years ago. Or maybe, I don't know, 5 to 15 years ago, let's say. Were about when the events of King Allant happened. We don't know exactly the timeline, but we know it wasn't that long ago. With everything with King Allant coming back and all the soul arts. So, but it was long enough that the Jormungandr school, or Jormungandr at least, they taught all their people how to use intelligence and magic. It was long enough for that part of the timeline. And there were 2 times that this happened, obviously, with the demons, as the Monumental told us. But this specific recurrence of the soul arts and everyone in the Jormungandr line, whether it be a school or a lineage, learning magic, happened with this new wave from King Allant. So there was enough time there for a school to be started for people to learn. And if you start as the royalty class too, the royalty class in the game, you start with all those items. So you start with like the silver cornet and a silver catalyst that talk about the Jormungandr school and everything. So you basically are coming from Latria, like a nobility from Latria, if you start as a royalty class. I don't remember what else I was going to say regarding that, but hey. Hey, bud. I freed you.
Why, thank you. Thank you, kind soul. Please, take this fine piece of work. I have no use for it now. And thus begins my final, eternal rest.
Dolrat's ring. Let's talk to him one more time and we'll take a look at it. Okay, that's all he says. So that's from Lord Rydell. You can attack him at this point, but I don't really think there's a reason to unless you want to drop your character tendency. Okay, so the Dolrat's ring that we got from him belonged to Lord Rydell, also known as Allant Errant. He also owned the Clever Rat's ring, counterpart to this fine piece of jewelry. I think if I remember correctly, Allant Errant basically means Little Allant. So, I'm not sure exactly what that would imply about him. Maybe maybe he was a secret lover of Lord Rydell, because he did say he wanted to be, like, yeah, this keepsake. So that could be a case. Maybe he was a secret lover of King Allant. Or perhaps he was just like trained by Allant or whatever and did a lot for him. Remember how there was rubble here earlier, and I said if you're in pure white world tendency, which I am, you could get through. That's what you're seeing right now. So now we can actually explore the rest of this area thanks to that. Oh, and maybe this is actually a key for the area I forgot to go to is over here, now that I'm thinking about it. Well, whatever. Let's explore all these. Where is that final key? Because that actually, I know what I was thinking of for the area that I missed now. Okay. Venerable stage set is here. A lot of this stuff, if I remember correctly, isn't like super important unless you're trying to 100%. But that's all good. That's all good. I like getting it all anyways. Oh, you know what? I think the Venerable Saint and Three-Cornered Hat actually says some stuff. Oh, I just sent the Venerable Saint set away so we can't look at it. But Three-Cornered Hat. This stiff, scuffed, pointy hat is precisely what people imagine when they think of a witch. This one, oddly enough, was actually worn by one. Something I forgot to mention about the gold mask in Mephistopheles that was brought up to me. I believe it was Mr. Puck. Thank you, by the way. Mr. Puck and I have been having some great conversations in the chat, if you guys want to look at them, with I think some really lore stuff going on, but in like discussions. But anyways, basically what we were talking about was how Mephistopheles is a character in the game who is controlling Yurt to kill everyone. But her real purpose, and she's part of a secret society, and it's always described as super negative, but their purpose is to kill anyone who has knowledge of the soul arts and kill all them, which would make sense why Yurt would be here in Latria. And now that I think of that, I feel like I should add that to my lore video. Crap. For why Yurt's in Latria, because you find him here because it seems like Latria is where everyone is using soul arts and knows about it. So obviously he'd be here trying to murder people who know about soul arts. But anyways, that's why Yurt is here. What is this? Kurt, is this Dark Souls? But you could look at that as a positive. It doesn't have to necessarily be a negative thing. Whoops. Right? Like, you could say that's actually a positive thing that they're trying to get rid of the soul arts. Because the soul arts are basically what's causing all the demons to infest everything and come forth. And that's what kind of got them all started. So, I think, like, in a way, you could look at it as they're trying to do what they think is right. It's just that Yurt comes across as so evil. And same with Mephistopheles. And all of her, like, descriptions and everything for her items described as being, like, horrible and, like, evil and disgusting and stuff like that. That's what makes it a little more like, oh, maybe she was wrong. Maybe she's evil. Even though, despite the fact that she might have a noble purpose to what she's doing. Yeah, so. Worth a thought. Hey, I just killed your brethren. Oh, you're mad about that? You're going to be mad? Crap, 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 crap. I screwed up. I missed my jump attack. That's why he hit me. Okay, now I can get it in. Oof! I thought he was going to hit me. Oh well. Good. I made it through. Alright, final thing to do. I don't know if you need Pure White Tendency at this point. I think you just needed the keys. The correct key. But I never went through here. And now we should be able to finish this area off. Huh? Did I not need a key for this? I thought you did. But there is one more key I'm missing. That's in one of these cells, if I remember correctly. Actually, I think it's on the cell, like one of the cells on the opposite end, so I'm going to go to those ones first. Oh, there's one of these guys. There's two of these guys. Great. You know what? They actually shouldn't be that hard anymore. They aren't going to cause me too much trouble because I'm such a high level for this, for Dash 1. Because you'll fight the same areas in like a Dash 2 area, but it's like the same enemies but with more health essentially and more like damage and everything. They're scaled up. So since I'm in a Dash 1 area and I'm really like leveled for a Dash 2/Dash 3 at this point, even if I screw up, it's not going to be that bad because it won't do that much damage to me. Okay. One of these should give me my key I'm looking for. No? Not in there? Okay. Maybe this is it. Also, one of these is actually, oh, here it is. This is the body of our boy, of Rydell. You can tell because he has that phosphorus pole right there, which is broken. So you can't get it here. The only way to get it is by beating his Black Phantom, which is you have to do in Pure Black Tendency. But here we get the Prison of Hope 2FE cell keys, and that's what's going to open up all of these. He also talks about how he was locked up by a fat minister, and the fat minister's who has the key for him, for Lord Rydell. And we do see like a bunch of assassins from Boletaria here, but we don't necessarily see We don't really see any fat ministers here, so that does lead to some more connections. Maybe now that it's taken over by everything, maybe the old monk is working with Boletaria, because now that they're both infested with demons and working with a certain King Allant. I'm not going to say more. It definitely leads to a good question, I think. The rogue outfits. Just want to see if there's anything interesting I need to know for my own sake. Anything I might have missed from my lore video. Lavish vest of smooth black cloth woven with gold thread, worn by members of the secret coterie who plot to harness the power of souls. Little is known about the true nature of their affairs. Okay, so this is more of that set. So I really, I didn't write about them in my lore video for Latria, and I'm debating if I should add that in or not. I guess we'll see. I'm gonna like start editing tonight, and I'll decide halfway through if I want to add a section about Mephistopheles. I had no footage of her. That's kind of an issue, but I guess I could still talk about it with item descriptions and everything. I got so much footage of everything, but I never got pure black character tendency. Just because I got so mad that I screwed up getting all the rings. I screwed up for a couple of reasons, but one was that I didn't start with the right ring that you have to start with, which maybe you can trade for, but then I also screwed up my character tendency another way, so I'm not the biggest fan of the character tendency and world tendency stuff, honestly. I think it's an interesting mechanic, but I don't mind replaying levels with stuff. It's more just that you have to think about it so much a lot of times, especially for a first playthrough, and I love being able to 100% stuff. So it just ends up being something that's all I'm thinking about, I guess. Anyways, I think this is, yeah, I think that's everything now for the pure white world, so cool. Hey, ended up being like a good run in a way, because I was able to do some pure white stuff. I was imagining that I was going to do all the pure white stuff like after I finish all the other worlds, but now I feel a little bit better about coming back in here and doing a PvP match online, even though it might screw up my world tendency for other areas, but I think if I remember correctly, I already did the pure white stuff for Stonefang, didn't I? Because I already got that, the Dragon Bone Smasher. So, that's all good. So, yeah, maybe it'll work out okay going online to fight the old monk. So I can get some true PvPs. But yeah, again, with the statue, just repointing out all the dead bodies here that we see. I'm assuming prisoners trying to escape who weren't sipping the juice. And yeah, again, image of the queen wearing everything. So to someone who is a believer, I assume that you'd think like, oh, this is a great thing. You know, seeing that monument there. Very good stuff. And amazingly, with that, I think I actually ran out of stuff to talk about. There is more stuff to talk about with the old monk, but since I haven't fought him yet, and like talk about the golden robes and things like that, that's more stuff to talk about when I actually go there. So I was playing the Fool's Idol again to get footage, and the worshippers take a while, I was finding, and sometimes they weren't even worshipping the true idol, at least in the remaster. They probably do at some point, but I was having issues. They weren't really helping me out very much. So what I found helped me, just to re-talk about this, since I'm here, what I found helped me identifying the correct Fool's Idol that ended up being foolproof is specifically in their soul arrow or their soul attack. And the fake ones send out a smaller one that's much smaller, whereas the true one sends out a bigger one. So if you wait for all their attacks, that's a way to identify the true one. Again, you hear the bell ringing, and I think that these gargoyles are coming to, the reason they're not killing you is they're coming just to bring you up there to the true believers area. So that's what they're conditioned and told to do. Lucky us. Actually. And yeah, I think that's a lot of Latria done. Obviously, we'll come back here with pure black tendency eventually to fight Rydell, but I'm happy with how this Let's Play went. We got some lore out of the way, knocked out a lot of the Latria lore that I wanted to talk about, even made some discoveries potentially, and finished a whole area. And I still don't have enough souls to level up after all of that, but that's okay. I have enough full moon grass, I think. I was just debating if I want to go get some half moon grass and all that, and late moon grass before I go to the next area. But I still got full moon, so whatever. I don't need to. I'll see if I can do it. So, yeah, next time I'm probably gonna choose to go to 4-2. But if you guys really want to see 5-2, I can go there next. We'll see. But I think that's gonna be what I do. Potentially, I could go to 3-3 actually, but whatevs. We'll see. All right, see you guys next time. Thank you so much for joining me, and have a great one. Later, guys. Peace. Umbasa. Look over there. Umbasa.